Man, I don't know. But I've been listening to that P. Diddy trial. You know, I ain't gonna lie, bro. That nigga is freaked the fuck out. His ass is gay. But he's a fucking faggot, bro. But you know what he used to do? Right now, who's been testifying the past few days is 50 Cent baby mama. But her name is under Jane Doe. But then we all know it. Bruh, she say that nigga. See, the problem is with the case, it's gonna be hard for them to convict him of sex trafficking, but it's so much other shit they can convict him of. It's like, nigga, you deserve to be in prison regardless. Like, they want to get him for the sex trafficking, but they might lose the sex trafficking part. But he's definitely going to prison. I ain't gonna lie. Bro, that nigga had 50 Cent baby mama. Bro, she literally said, um, the reason I'm saying that he's probably because they were saying, oh, I wanted to please him. Like, I thought it was a role, but then she was like, oh, I didn't know it was really a fetish. So she was saying like the first few times she was like fucking somebody in front of him, he was like, okay, it's cool. And then she was just like after a while he started breaking people she wasn't attracted to. And then it was on some shit like he would get frustrated, and then he'd be like, all right, bro, you just ain't meant for this. I ain't gonna pay. I'm gonna just pay your rent for 3 months, but after that, you figure the rest out. But then another shit that's gonna fuck up the case too is they literally was picking out the man and shit for him. But I ain't gonna lie, that rich people, they weird as fuck, bro. Like Cassie, they got message of her texting somebody. Somebody told her they was like, "What? Why you won't leave?" And she was like, "I can't leave because who am I gonna date? Jay Z is already married." Oh fuck, though. Nigga like Diddy got to be in prison. That nigga need to go under that motherfucker. Whatever. They ain't even get to Young Miami yet. So whatever he was doing to her, she gotta be a witness though. 'Cause I ain't gonna lie. The lady who testified right now, 50 Cent VM, she was dealing with him. She said they had their last freak off August 2024. He went to jail September. But that nigga, that's freak out, bro. Bro, like, babe, you gotta listen to some of that shit, bro. That shit is insane. It's like, nah, that nigga just want to play. I ain't even play. I just got home. I really can buy your ass a lease so your ass can go outside. Buy your ass. It's really because he fighting with his dog toy and he just making noises while he doing it. He drinking water right now. Shit on that path. You better shit on that path. Your ass going in that cage. I ain't trying to. I don't care about that. No, no. Leave that shit alone. Leave that alone. Shit, when I pay your ass going to sleep. So You getting a tone in your voice, boy. Shit, that was weak. How the fuck? Oh man, I done fucked up. This nigga, I found out how to climb. Mm-hmm. This nigga like clothes. You like to sit on them, chew on them, shit like that. Now look, you done shit on this floor. Playtime is over. Playtime is over. Look. See? See? Stop. No. 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 Sit. Go out there. Boy.
On the banks of the Mississippi River, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, a storied venue, and soon the fog will rise off the Big Muddy, and will it also bring a victory for the beloved Bayou Bengals, Tiger Stadium, home of LSU. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer.
That shit.
Guys, can't
Forgot
wait
to
to get
see.
this started. The Buckeyes will put total leather and will get started. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. On first down, here comes this offense. The give to the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
That's a really nice run. One thing I love about him is he's got versatility. Reminds me of a guy I used to play against back in the day, Kevin Falk. He could catch the ball, he could run the ball, he could block, he returned kicks. He did everything for the LSU Tigers, and this guy, he's got that ability too. So many different tools in his toolbox.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Quarterback checking the play. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown LSU! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Knocked down after a pickup of 3 to the 12.
Yeah, the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Caught near the sticks. It's Shields. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
You run the slant route day one, and this is something that the quarterback and the wide receiver has done 100 million times out there on the field in the offseason. I see man-to-man coverage. I know I can run the slant. Boom. Stick my foot in the ground, throw it, completion to my wide receiver.
Oh, from the center, right now.
He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. This guy makes it look easy, just like a lot of recent Ohio State quarterbacks have.
Man, you can set your watch by these guys. I mean, whether it's C.J. Stroud, Justin Fields, I mean, we can keep going back year after year. They always got a really good signal caller that you can really depend on to make big plays.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to pass, it's Sims. He's going to take off. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
On the option. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. He'll keep it himself.
But not like the block.
Has the 45 on his way. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Scoops it up, still a live ball.
Oh, that's
deep breath.
hey.
Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up. You're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big time break for the offense.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
How about the effort by the running back? Great job. Listen, it's not an ideal situation, but when you get yourself backed up like that, and it's 3rd and eternity, you put yourself in a bad situation.
Trash. I could have got the first down.
Nice run, nice effort by the running back.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they bring him down, but did you see this freshman rifle that thing in there?
My mom chose to which one of these things was forced them to walk that night. And I grew up with my dad, who raised me. I would say when I was raised by my father, my dad's kind of like my dad. And to me, that was like huge. He was very close to my dad.
He'll start the drive here with first down to open this period.
To me, I was just feel like that was my dad.
He's going to pass. Flips it out to the back. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it to the right. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, running back gets to give. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, boom, and making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Back to throw, it's Sims. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He'll call for the fair catch here. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Looking to buy time. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Oh, man.
Couldn't get anything done on first down. Now 2nd and 10 from the 46. He's looking to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Wide receiver now comes in motion.
You want to be pregnant one day?
Quarterback checking off. Direct snap. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
No, Mike had to do bullshit. You want to be pregnant one day?
It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt and play. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep.
I just want my daughter to be a beautiful and practice.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here.
What? You know, this was on the activity board this morning.
They have a lot of activities.
Etiquette dinner, that's for you, Angelina.
Oh, okay. You know what? Reading comprehension has never been our strong point.
Who wants to go first?
You start with me.
Okay. I would say, like, just your posture when you're at, like, a nice dinner. You don't want to always be, like, touching other people.
Thanks, lady. Zach needed that tip last year.
All over that. Angelina, just when you're doing soup, you want to, like, go away from yourself.
And you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. They're going to run it to the right. Turns it on in midfield. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one, Reese, that this team was going to try to use their speed and take advantage of it, and they did right there. Nice gain on the run play to the right.
Found plenty of running room in that defense. They've got to find a way to get there and make the tackle in the open field.
Yeah, and they got to do a good job with their eyes, finding the football, and they've got to get a lot of bodies to this guy because he is fast.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these
Man, that was aggravating. You were writing notes while I'm eating, bro.
Down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. He'll pull it on the read. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Ooh, I like that option play. I'd keep running that too because it's obvious the defense right now is really keying in on this running back. That was a big point of emphasis for them all week long in practice, and it's opening up holes now for the quarterback to run.
Just ran his fuck ass over. Oh, I should have ran his ass over.
They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
That is a costly penalty on this defense. Now they're dealing with a 2nd and 2. Looking for a crease. It's Hart. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. The Buckeyes moving quickly to the line. They give him the rock again on 2nd and goal.
Let's go. We here to play. We here to play. Let's go, Lambo.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive.
Let's catch a pick right now. He going to try. He trying to score.
No return coming.
Let's catch his pick, man. Middle level.
We're going to try to see how well our opponents know each other.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Let's see if they play it conservatively and try to get some of the yardage back on 2nd and long from the 13. He's looking to throw. He rifles one deep to the left. What a snag by the defense. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
I don't think so.
That offense back out there.
Plus, I think she's mad at him right now.
Got some room.
Touchdown!
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. The Buckeyes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Trying to power it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of a great field position.
Man, I might go to the movies at 7. I told you this.
On the run from inside his own 5.
I mean, Luna and La, they're going to watch the new John Wick.
Team to knock down the return man. Just a few seconds remaining.
Thank you, I
Try
guess.
to put something up before halftime. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They've got 13 seconds to work with here in the first half if they choose to be aggressive. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half.
Probably TV tripping.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner is stopped.
Being knows a little bit better. What is percentage most annoying?
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
You just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Well, on offense, you have got to love the way your offensive line is playing in this game. They're getting tremendous movement up front. They're climbing in the second level and really giving these backs and ball carriers a lot of room to run all game long.
He's got it. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
That's a great job getting the first down by that guy. He's a big-time weapon. He's got the speed. He's got everything you look for in a wide receiver. And it's funny, you think about Ohio State football. Back in the day, Woody Hayes running the ball 3 yards in a cloud of dust. But recently, they've been recruiting playmakers at the receiving position because this offense has changed. It's now up-tempo. They're now throwing the ball vertically down the field. And they've had so many guys go in the first round in recent years. This dude right here fits that mold to a T. Love watching this guy play.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs. In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. Looks as if he's going to run it. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next.
The reason I said the Poconos too big because they in the Poconos right now, and that's still a 5.
To run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing them around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
I am so shocked. I didn't think I left this like that again. I was expecting the drive to say.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Touch pass on the run. Just trucks through it. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Well, in that down and distance, you're probably expecting him to throw it way down the field to get the first. Instead, they go push pass, and they did catch the defense off guard. And even though that was a big explosive play, David, they still didn't have enough yards to get it.
Well, and catch me off guard is relative. That's what you would say, the offensive player. I would say, listen, we're playing a little bit deeper because we're not going to give up the first down. We react to the short stuff, and obviously that's a quick, easy pass from the offense. Rally up, make the play, live to fight another down.
They've already converted a fourth down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty and it's a turnover.
Man, this is how we do it. Defensively, you go into halftime, you make adjustments, you talk about we see him do this, we see him do that. Let's get ready for it. Let's have a plan. Plan executed. You can tell they knew what was coming, did a great job defensively, forced an interception right out the gates to start the second half.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He'll start this drive firing. Going for it all. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
Well, this defense has been lights out for the majority of this football game. They did give up a score to this guy, but they know who the big weapon is. They know where the quarterback is going to be looking. So here in the second half, they're going to have a plan for him, and they did on that last one.
Oh, he got loose. Still on his feet at the 45. He's loose. The 10. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats.
I don't know why the fuck I keep accepting those. Like, what the fuck is wrong?
Kick returners just have to do a better job knowing where they are on the field and what the situation is. That's a ball you got to let go through the end zone. That's a touchback. Instead, you're trying to be the hero, and now you've done yourself more harm than good. The offense starting with terrible field position.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't. He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. They say it's still a game of field possession, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. To the ground with the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll return it.
That's the bell! Bro, that is death. That is murder. What are we doing? Fucking 99 Histon. He's fucking supposed to die.
They are trailing by 10 Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
And he's brought down after a solid gain, and that'll be the final play of the third quarter.
LSU 14.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work.
But the demonstration stuff is done. And we're going to
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. He wants to throw. Going deep.
Spit them
Into
boys.
the end zone. Touchdown LSU. That big score makes the end of this game very interesting.
No doubt the offense got what they needed. More work to do, but you had to get this part accomplished first.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Illinois is running away with this one behind an offense that's striking on the ground and through the air with military-like precision. They're up by 18 over Fresno State. For now, it's back to you, fellas. But, of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything
What's up,
going
boy?
on
You look
elsewhere.
asleep.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
That's a big stop for the defense. That running back has had so much success. You're down in the football game. You need to get the ball back to your offense. You create a play like this. This will get the fires going, get the juices going. Now we got to go get a few more.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Feeling some heat. He finds his man. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
When you're a defense, you have a choice. Do you play man or do you play zone? They sat back in zone. That might change. They might change their mind and try to switch to man here shortly in the future.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock.
Touchdown.
And the Buckeyes
Touchdown.
up for the 1st down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside give. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Oh, look out on the right. And stampeding through the defense. Touchdown, Ohio State. He would not.
I got 3 of them, nigga.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in
like 3 of them. What the nigga talking about?
He was gone.
LSU 21.
And he's going to bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback.
Playground, just bring some, chicken tendies with me and let them tire themselves out. Speaking of tendies,
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense.
the investigation never sleeps. I think it's right there to go full disclosure and actually show into the cardboard. Like that, right?
They go to the ground. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. The Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up. On second down, lost the throw. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Well, the problem for this offense now late in the game, trailing by a bunch of points, is that the defense knows they're going to throw the football. And right now, offensively, they cannot protect the edge. You saw the speed coming from the outside. He was able to get to the quarterback for another negative play.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. All wideouts, no backs. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Going over the top.
What the fuck?
Snags it down the right side. Hit the afterburners kill.
Wow.
And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Tiger.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game. Defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap it off by saying so much for bad field position, a 91-yard scoring toss.
That's the perfect plan right there.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone.
Only final meeting. Oh my God. Maybe the line for this side.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Power football with the run. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. On the move. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not third and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
I feel like this is the place. This is definitely the place. I mean, we just have them play like
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense.
I'm so good. Thank you so much for coming out. See you all. We got this. Ultimate Sunday party for our parents.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster.
Well, the linebacker showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the
Well, I've been mismanaging Todd Downing, maybe, dog. What the fuck?
Got the lead, but it's not by much. You just can't make mental mistakes like that. The football never should have gone to that intended target. The defense makes them pay. Could they now take the lead here in the 4th?
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense is doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Wide receiver shows motion. Looking to pass on 2nd down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. Offense takes a timeout, 27 seconds left. So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. Quarterback duplicitous in his dealing. Some would even say sneaky.
Oh, man, I just fucking blew that game.
They've got the lead in the final minute.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, looking at you, defense. You got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. Now that they have the lead, this kickoff unit has to stay in their lane, create some field position, and hand it over to the defense. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Okay, one possession game. Got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
Got to be smart. Can't throw in front of the sticks. Can't get tackled in front of the sticks. Make sure we're taking some shots down the field, chewing up some yards. Jesse, the defense will be vulnerable.
Yeah, and I think because of that, David, offensively, you got to have a plan. You got to know where your best matchup is out on the perimeter and who can make the big catches here in small windows.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Scanning the field, it's Sims. Fires to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Yeah.
When you're down late in the game, you got to make plays. It's really tough not to force the football. You can tell quarterback forces the football. Defense comes
I love you too,
with
man.
a huge interception.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. The offense just wants to run out the clock in this half. The D still has a couple of timeouts if they want to use